Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's short little message I have for you all. Attempting to stream this on multiple channels today, trying to get all the kinks worked out, but I think we're getting a system down. So while you're logging in, be sure to say hello, where you're logging in from, and what you are looking most forward to this weekend. Say hello, where you're logging in from, and what you are looking most forward to this weekend. Quick message for you today, and I hope that you take this to heart. I appreciate so many of you jumping in onto these lives. If it's something of value to you, I'd love to keep doing these on a regular basis. Be sure to leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to the live notifications. That way you're always notified when I jump on here. And be sure to share this and spread the love to someone else who could benefit from today's message, which is about running out of time. I took my car the other day to get it washed, and I am not a person who ever goes and washes their car. I think it's really kind of silly to go and wash my car just so it can be a portable toilet for birds. Most of the day it's spent parked under places, and birds spend most of their days trying to aim and mess it up. So it's kind of silly just to go wash it off only to have it get dirty again. But nonetheless, for me, whatever it was on that particular day, the car was extra dirty, and it got to be the point where enough was enough. Have you ever gotten to that point before where you've just you've had it literally up to here and then some, and you can't tolerate it anymore? That's where I was at with the car that day. I pull into the car wash and I go and start to look for change, and luckily I had some change with me, and I started putting quarters in the change machine. And as I put quarters in, I realized that 25 cents was only equal to about 15 or 20 seconds. And I started to do the math and thinking, this is ridiculous. This is going to cost a fortune to wash this car. I don't want to pay a fortune. This is ridiculous, especially to have it just become the bird toilet. But nonetheless, I acquiesced and continued to put money in, and I got it to where it was about 4.5 minutes. And that was my cutoff point, right? At 4.5 minutes, I'd put enough quarters in where I said, no more. This is as much as I'm putting in. I clicked the start button, and what happened was the time started ticking down. And as the time started ticking down, I thought to myself, there is no way in hell I am not going to get this car washed in 4.5 minutes. There is no way in hell that I will put more money in the machine. There is no way in hell I am going to pay any more than I already have. And this brought up my aha moment that I wanted to share with you all today. One of the biggest obstacles to getting what we want in life is most of us live our lives with our clock ascending rather than descending. What I mean by that is when the clock was ticking down, I had seconds ticking away. There was a sense of urgency that was piped inside of me that inspired and compelled me to do and act in ways I might not have otherwise. What turned into what was going to be a leisurely, lackadaisical car wash turned into an all-out sweat and aggression, got to get this done, fired up, super engaged, super energetic car washing experience, at which I got done in 4 minutes and 28 seconds. But see, most of us live our life the other way, with clocks ascending, and we're always counting up time until the next thing, right? Well, I'll do it tomorrow when this gets better, when I have the time for this. Well, I'll start my exercise routine in a week from now. I'm too busy today, but tomorrow I can make it happen. This month is bad for me. If only it was the birthday and then I could celebrate. If only it's only 5 more weeks until vacation. And then once I go on vacation, I can be happy. And we live this life under the illusion that there's always going to be a tomorrow, and that we can take right now for granted because we have time ticking up until the next big thing on our calendar. Nothing could be further from the truth. We do not know what anything beyond right now brings. And if you saw a clock sitting in front of you with it ticking down, meaning this was all the time you had left until, I bet you would live your life in a different way, wouldn't you? One of the greatest gifts you will ever give yourself is the gift of time, and recognizing that time is not infinite, that it's ticking away right now. When you look at a clock, don't look at the clock and just think, oh, I have to wait until. Look at a clock and say, this is all I have right now. If you shift your focus in this way, I promise you it will transform your life. Time is not ascending. Your clock is ticking, and it is ticking time away from what you have the opportunities to do, which is why now is always the best time. And as they say, there is never a better time like the present. So I encourage you all, if you take away anything from this message, take away this. If the present is all you truly have, how can you make the most of it? Clock's ticking. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this today. I hope this has been helpful. I have a minute or two for questions and comments. Does anybody have any questions or comments about this? Is this been helpful for you all? I would love your feedback too. So be sure to leave a comment, a thumbs up, all those types of things. It helps get it ranked out there in the social world.